Rodriguez is minding his own business when he finds himself approaching members of the notorious 18th Street
El
Gang.
Salvador, just over 1,500 miles south of the U.S. border. There's nearly
When
one
gang member
homicide
Juan
an
Alvarez
hour.
bumps Rodriguez as they pass,
Rapes,
he takes
shootings, and
offense.
stabbings. MS-13 has left
Alvarez
a trail of
spits in
victims
his
throughout
face.
greater Boston.
Rodriguez throws a punch. And then,
And now
the
these gangs
unthinkable.
are exporting death directly into America. Active in 46 states.
Mata, viola, controla.
The kid pulled a gun out of his
rape,
pocket,
control.
cocked it.
Shit, old country. Well, I myself, as many of you know, I always call it a third world shit, right? But I guess it's effectively the same thing. The way you gotta have the president. The president just says whatever, man.
It's the middle of the night in the murder capital of the world.
Something's going on in the area.
We're in El Salvador on patrol with armed-to-the-teeth cops.
This is a very dangerous place.
Who take us to this rundown police station where they're holding allegedly vicious combatants in this country's all-out gang war.
Unfortunately, the environment that people come from oftentimes impacts their behavior, their way of thinking, a lot of stuff, okay? So when Trump said, why do we always have to accept immigrants from crap holes, it's not saying that just because these immigrants are black or from certain places of Africa, or just because these immigrants are from Mexico, just because these immigrants are from Haiti, then just based off of their race, we don't want them here, okay? Because see, if it was, I don't like people that are black or Mexican or whatever, then the comment would have been like, how about we start getting rid of the black and the Mexicans and all of the other Americans of color? Let's get rid of them and send them back to those other places.
His supporters made excuses, continue to make excuses for him. Some of them people I personally know. Some of them are his friends, as a matter of fact, and I can hear them now telling me, oh, Donald didn't mean that. Donald isn't a racist, or just people who don't know him. I think he was taken out of context. I'm not sure. How many examples do you need of this? But he is a racist. And for all of you who over the last few years have uttered that tired, lazy, uninformed, uneducated, ignorant response of calling me and others who point out racist behavior racist, you know what you can go do?
This is the war next door. In tiny El Salvador, just over 1,500 miles south of the U.S. border, there's nearly one homicide an hour.
Rapes, shootings, and stabbings. MS-13 has left a trail of victims throughout greater Boston.
Living in our neighborhoods here in Southern California.
And now these gangs are exporting death directly into America.
Terrorizing the city of Greeley.
Active in 46 states.
Mata, viola, controla. Kill, rape, control.
I mean, everyone knows Haiti is paradise on earth, but wait, it gets worse. He's also telling Americans not to visit Haiti because they might get kidnapped or murdered. Racist! Oh no, it was Obama's State Department that said that. I guess they're racist too.
The President of the United States is racist.
I agree. It's bigoted and racist to say that some countries are shitholes. I mean, if that were true, everyone living in those countries would be trying to get to the West. And we all know that's not happening.
You never claimed to be a statesman. I mean, why not say it? He's saying what he fucking thinks. Bang, right?
When he said what he said, did that mean that he was making a racist comment? Look at the context and what they're talking about. They're talking about immigration.
Ask anybody, why do you keep saying illegal and legal immigrant as they are the same? They think they're the same. They don't want to have, once again, they don't want to have that deep discussion.
Now, there's multiple facets in immigration. You got illegal immigration that we have to deal with. People don't want to give them amnesty to say, man, yeah, y'all broke the law, but come on in, you can stay anyway.
So when I say these third world shitholes, like we all do, man, that's regular guy talk. Regular human being, regular person, Joe Smo slaves, right? Donald Trump can speak that language, man. The rest of these elites can't. That's a big reason why they hate him for it, right? And as I said before, like most Canadians, we're not haters. You say that because, well, what's he supposed to say when he says, like me, you say a third world shithole?
I mean, I would at least admit if a person who was for legal immigration said, I don't give a fuck about blacks, Asians, let them go to another state. Let us have California. At least I would have respect for you if you actually said that from the get-go. But don't pretend like you care about everybody. Oh, it's love. Don't pretend like you actually like America, because there's a lot. And if this doesn't apply to you, if you actually love America, obviously we're not talking about you. But listen and watch Grindle 61. He, like myself, is in California. And I've gone to a couple events with him. And you will see the hatred of some Mexicans. It's a lot. A lot of Mexicans in California and Hispanics. A lot of them do not like America. Do not want anything to do with America. They want to take it over. And they say it, admittedly, we're going to take over. We are going to take over this country.
By the name of clavo, which is Spanish for nail.
You control this area. Yeah. Does that mean you have to resort to violence sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes if you need to get hard, you go hard.
If you walked into an MS area,
they kill you.
They kill you.
If they come here this way, they maybe will kill us too.
So that's how fierce the loyalty is. You will kill somebody from a rival gang.
Yeah.
As a boy, he moved to Virginia where he joined a gang. Then he got deported back to El Salvador where his gang career continues. Now he says he wants to sneak back into America in part to escape gang life because he says he's tired of taking orders from the leaders, most of whom are in prison.
But if you just chilling, if you up in here cooling, if you just milking the system, if I come to your crib at 3 in the afternoon on a summer day and you just laying up under the fan like, it's so hot, and then trying to get a job, you ain't got no screen door, you ain't got no stopper for your tub, you gotta use a rag. You got all this stuff going on and ain't even trying to better your situation, then you might need to go.
What are you gonna say, instead of calling it a shithole, well, they're economically challenged and educationally challenged and industrially challenged, and they'll have a lot of problems because there's either no government or it's a corrupt government. Pick one, right? So we all know this is a complicated issue, and it goes back a long way because all these countries we talk about, and then when people point to well, so and so here and so there, that's from this country, like they're doctor, fucking lawyer, whatever. Yeah, you know what? That's called brain drain, like what's happening to Canada now. People are going to be leaving. So all the smart people have left those countries a long time ago, and the ones that got left behind, wow, look what happened to them, right? They're gullible. They got taken over by Islam or whatever. They got taken over by the government, no problem, because, well, they have no education, they have no infrastructure, no nothing, because it's a third world shithole.
I don't know if you guys saw the video where some guy was wearing a Make America Great Again hat at UC Riverside, and some girl who considered herself Indian took it off, said it's a sign of hatred, and he goes, you can't take that stuff, it's against the law, it's my property. And she goes, fuck your laws, your people are about genocide. Like, there is a very, very growing faction of Hispanics that think that way. And they pretty much are the ones that are fucking it up for illegals. The ones that most of us would probably be like, okay, they're here already, they're paying taxes, they're not criminals. Pay a fine, you gotta do it the right way, you might have to wait, but you'll stay here.
So instead of just saying just because you're a dreamer, you automatically good, I would say look at the dreamers, and if they're productive, if they don't have any record, fine, cool, you can come in and stay. But then you got chain migration, which is just crazy, which I don't even know how people with a straight face suggest that people who have broken the law or came here illegally should just be able to say, you know what, now that I'm here, I'm bringing my whole crew. That's crazy.
Here in the El Salvadoran capital, the two main gangs, Barrio 18 and MS-13, have carved up the city into warring factions.
And it's a very hot area.
This is our translator, Rafael, who, like the cops, doesn't want gang members seeing his face and targeting his family. Every night, this team from the local morgue heads out to collect the bodies. It's only 9 o'clock and the body count is already at 7. Seemingly everybody is at risk here. We find a 23-year-old named Carlos shot inside his own home after ordering a pizza.
Cost of living in California has gone up. And every time there's a debate about wages, they go, oh, wages are not keeping up with inflation and cost of living. Of course. Because you are causing that inflation through the population increase. Supply and demand. And when I figured out that you can't really have those conversations because by and large the education system is dumbed down. All of its politics are progressive. There is no dialogue. And it's got to the point to where when it comes to my politics in California, I'm just going to stick to those who are Republican. Here and there, maybe I will talk to somebody who disagrees with me, but I'm not going to go out in the streets and risk my life. Violence is actually advocated politically.
But you also have to look at how immigration affects our culture, okay? Affects our economy, it affects our crime rate, it affects a lot of areas of America. You're talking about people coming from another country, and a lot of times people come from countries that are countries they don't want to live in.
How many people are they holding here? 169 people in here?
169, 4 celdas.
I'm sure you can get a sense of how small this is, but this is tiny. They're just piled on top of each other. What does it say on your forehead?
El sello de la bestia.
666.
666, he says.
Diablo.
El Diablo, no?
They're only supposed to be in here for 72 hours.
How long have you been in?
Yo tengo un año ya.
1 year.
This place, a clear sign that this impoverished nation may simply be overwhelmed.
Do you ever get to step outside?
Nah.
By young people who feel they have no choice but to join a gang.
How strong is the bond with your other gang members?
Familia por siempre,
I mean, let's be real. As a black person, I know that most black people that get 2 nickels to rub together end up leaving the hood. And then talk about yeah, I'm just keeping it real. Nah, you ain't keeping it real. Even black people know if they hit the lotto, you can't still live in the Kimmel Brooks. You don't know nothing about that unless you're from the Ohio area. You can't still live in Westwood. All of the places where you know that you might be leaving your little mansion that you built in the ghetto, talking about I'm keeping it real. And as you going out the front gate, they sneaking in the back gate.